Dory Scraps on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm here. You can see my clutter in the background. But what I was going to say is it always seems like Mondays are such crazy days, right? You try to get back going from the weekend where you're doing all kinds of new things, right? And then, of course, you know, just anything in general. That's distracting to see all my junk. But anyway, just lots going on Mondays. I'm always doing laundry. I'm homeschooling 2 high schoolers and a middle schooler. They go off to band and choir throughout the day, so I'm like going around their schedules kind of in the middle of the day. Anyway, it's all crazy. And then they get home, they're excited, they want to talk about things, which you want to listen to teenagers. But man, they don't stop talking. They do not stop talking. I'm telling you, teenagers, I mean, you want to listen, right? Usually my other teenagers, they would start talking like at 9 o'clock at night. My husband was like, I'm going to bed. And he'd leave me there. So anyway, what do you do for relaxation? I like to craft, believe it or not. Even though I'm hectic when I'm on here, kind of coming up with things, and sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. That's kind of the adventure for it, for me anyway. I really enjoy crafting. So I just wanted to say that. Let me know, what is your thing that you do to relax? Is it in front of the TV? Is it a book? Is it a walk? Whatever. If you're coming on, joining me, let me know, because I want to know if you're out there, number one. Like I said, my name is Dory, and we're going to be inking a t-shirt today. So we're going to be crafting, and this is kind of my slow down for the day. Can you believe it? My slow down. So a while back, I did find enough t-shirts. These are long sleeve t-shirts. And now that it's starting, of course, I bought it in the middle of winter. And now that it's starting to get really warm, I'm starting to think I made a mistake, because I know that Boise is in the desert and warmer than us. And I'm already kind of warm. Like, I'm wearing a long sleeve t-shirt today. I was warm. I'm warm right now. Plenty warm. So anyway, I'm making it for my girls' weekend so that we all have a matching t-shirt. We may have to just take our picture and then take it off if it's too hot, right? Take our cute picture. So I've made 3. I need 5 total, and I made them all the same. We're using white ink from Chalk Couture. So you can get this from my website if you like. Just let me know if you want a link. I can link you up with that. This is so easy to do. I like the bright white ink. I put white and ink together. I know, slow down, right? Slow down. Okay. This is one of our ink mats. It is not necessary to have this in order to complete this project, but it is nice. I will not lie. It is nice to have because it's sticky. It's sort of like those, mine's actually getting kind of not so sticky these days, because I've used it a ton. Like, I already made 5 t-shirts for our last girls weekend last September. I've made t-shirts, I've made bags, I've made, you know, you name it, tea towels. I make a lot of those. Did you see my tea towels? These are so cute. For Easter, isn't that the cutest? I'm thinking about putting a little cottontail on there, and, you know, with a pom-pom. Anyway, I just took pre-made tea towels and inked on it, so it's permanent. You could put it on your stove, although putting in excuse me, you guys know I've been struggling with my voice. I'm not feeling excellent today. But what's making me feel even worse is the thought that I am not going to be able to teach lessons tomorrow and Wednesday, which is a loss of finances. So pray for me that I am going to get better by tomorrow. The one student I can teach, because she got me sick last Tuesday. So that'll be fine. I'll be teaching her, but the ones I really, actually my piano students I can teach, because I could do them online, so I won't entirely lose that, but I hate doing that. It's harder work, and when you don't have a voice, it's really even more difficult to get their attention, get them to pay attention. Stay in the game, stay playing, especially little ones. They don't like it as much, and neither do the parents. So I don't know. Pray for me. All right, so I'm gonna find this. I'm hoping I could. Oh, I didn't even pull it out beforehand. This is my binder. It is a Toya Portfolio Expo, and I get these on Amazon. It has an orange tag, Atoyo. I tried getting some off-brands. They were horrible quality. If you watch any of my past DIY videos, my live videos, you might have seen me trying to find them. But this has 12 sleeves, 24 sides. It is Itoyo is the brand to get if you wanted to get them. So just an FYI. So anyway, this is the transfer that I've used. It says take the long way home, and then down at the bottom it says find joy in the journey. And it got kind of wrinkly here. I don't know what happened to it, but I'm gonna roll my sleeves. Don't want to get anything worse to happen to my, and I'm just gonna set this. This is the backing. You want to keep that, put it back on there. You could tell I got, you know, wet transfer and stuff on there. This has already been used. You can see it in the background here maybe. I did use it on this sign. So I've used it here. I've used 3 t-shirts with it already. This is my 4th t-shirt, so that's 5. And I'm trying to think if I did anything else with it. Needless to say, you can use these anywhere from 8 to 10 times usually, just depending on how well you take care of them. So I got one of these. This is also from Amazon. I'm kind of the Amazon ad today, I guess. Hey, Michelle, glad you're watching. If you're coming on, say hey. If you don't see that red dot up there, red box that says live, you're not live, please put hashtag replay so I know you've been here. I'm doing an ink t-shirt, just kind of like the DIY. I'm going to move you down here. Guess you'll have to, I had to clean up my mess maybe. Anyway, I'm going to do this t-shirt, and I did get this, this little thing. It came in a set of 4, I think, on Amazon. It was for making t-shirts, and it has 4 different ones, like toddler, child, infant. What I like about it is I can eyeball without measuring. So if you know me, hey, so glad you popped on. If you know me, I'm an eyeballer. It's just the way it is. I'm never gonna change that way. I like things to look centered. I like them to look exactly right. Doesn't mean I necessarily do that. So this is pretty loose, and it could be partially just because t-shirts are kind of, sometimes they don't stick. So I'm going to be taking kind of gentle care of this today as we do this. So bear with me. But anyway, you could do this with any t-shirt, with any of our transfers. It's not a specific transfer. This happens to be our club transfer from last month. So just think about the use I'm getting out of this one transfer. When you join my club, and let me know if you want a club link, just put club down below. In fact, I think on the Facebook stuff, I think I have a link up. Oh, I gotta show it. There it is. Okay, so I set up a link. I'm fancy these days. I had stars show up too, and I can't figure out, it hasn't come back. And when I first tried to do it, every time I try to set it up, it did say like, there's an error. There's an error in your, I'm like, where's my ink? I lost my ink. There's an error in setting this up, and then it would shut the whole thing down, but not before making me wait 45 minutes or so. Trying to keep hydrated because my throat hurts. So anyway, this is so easy. And if you join the club, it's every month you get in the mail this B size, which is perfect for t-shirts. I think this is my second batch of club ones that I've used for t-shirts. When this came out, we all knew it was going to be the one that we would do for girls weekend. And so it's $19.99. It comes to that includes the shipping. The transfer comes along with 3 individual paste packets that are coordinating to go with your project. So it's a pretty sweet deal. Did I say $9.99? $19.99. I'm gonna just attribute it to like whatever's going on in my head. I don't know. Don't mind me. So this is our ink. It looks exactly and has the same feel pretty much as our chalk paste. It is non-toxic, but it is permanent. So there's the key. It is permanent. So whatever you do, this is a $5 long sleeve t-shirt that trying to decide. Start on the left, right? Because the left, right. Because that's, you know, I don't want it under my hand. Use plenty. You just want to get it down in there. And even though this isn't super tight, it definitely does like go down into the fabric. This is not at all like using vinyl on t-shirts. Vinyl, I've noticed, like I got instructions for some t-shirts for a wrestling, like don't dry them, hang them, because the vinyl might come loose. This stuff does not come off. We've had them for 4 years inked on t-shirts and they have not budged. In fact, my husband has done more damage to the t-shirt than the ink has come off. So there you go. You want to put it on sort of on the thick side. You kind of want to go like in the same direction. And unfortunately, when I tried to go this way, it was kind of stretching my letters out. So I'm going to go up and down on this. This is a silk transfer. So it's not like see-through. It's not a stencil at all. It's a silk transfer, and ink does not dry up like the paste does in the screen. So it doesn't matter. You could take your time and do a nice job on it. You know, sometimes the chalks you want to kind of rush along because if it dries in the screen, it'll come out in the screen, right? That is not the case for this at all. I'm trying not to like go back and forth just because of my transfer being kind of on the non-sticky side. But let's say all my sticky goes out. You could still use this as a stencil very easily. Because that silk is in the blank spots, that makes it so that this really has fine detail to it. You can, you know, like that little bike. It's got little flowers in the basket. It's pretty cool. I'm just making sure where that lump came from. There's some lump there. Just going back over a little bit. I want to make sure it gets down into it. And we'll pull this really slow. This actually, if you make a boo-boo right here at this point, we can get it out by washing it. And definitely before you pull anything, make sure that you wash your fingers. Because like I said, this is permanent. And when you put your fingers on the edge, you don't want to get a little bit of ink on the outside edge of your transfer because that will not go well with the rest of it. It's all perfect. And then one little fingerprint. It would be nothing new for me under the sun, that's for sure. So I've got my fingers all clean off nicely, and then we're gonna peel slowly and see how it is. I put that mat in there. The reason I like using our mats, especially for like cloth things, fabric things, is because it's sticky. So it kind of sticks to it. It doesn't shift around when you're doing it. And so when I have a transfer that's not quite as sticky as it should be, or because I've used it so many times, then that like holds at least the t-shirt or the, you know, if you used a tea towel or something in place underneath from the underside. Also, the ink will go through to the back side. I had a shirt at Christmas do that for me. And thankfully it didn't go on the outside. It just was on the inside, but it did go over. So it goes all the way through the fabric. It soaks into the fabric actually very nicely. And you want it to do that because you want it to stay. You don't want to have it like this. You know, you can see it's kind of coming off, but I don't have any of my ink stuff going through the washing machine and dryer and have that issue. I'm liking it. It's turning out absolutely, oops, I did feel something. I think there was something like stuck to the A. Can you see that? Oops, upside down. See the A? It had something on the backside, like a piece of fuzz, and that's what made a little boo-boo. Can you see that? There was like a little piece of fuzz in the transfer. I'm just going to set this aside, and as soon as we're done here, I'm going to take it in and wash it. A little bit of lukewarm water and one of our board erasers, and that will totally come off. In fact, I find the ink comes off a lot easier. But, so, I love it. I think it looks amazing. That A does not really bother me. It doesn't really bother me, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to get my ink shut up here because I want to get it kind of cleaned up. And you don't want to dry it out any more than you have to. I'm just going to take that and wash that as well, the little squeegee. So that's all you need is a bottle of ink, a transfer, a squeegee. And now what I'll do is I'll let this dry for 24 hours. I'm totally done with this. I just used it to kind of line it up. And I didn't do anything extra. I just went, I lined my transfer up at the bottom of it because I wanted to see how it looked. I'll turn this around so you can see how that looks. Isn't that cute? So cute. I love that. I think it's so cute. And I'm telling you, what is that? I said my 5th use of this transfer. This is my 4th t-shirt. And this only cost me $5 at Family Dollar. Family Dollar's where I got it. It is actually, I was shocked. They had cases, like a whole pallet of Hanes long sleeve t-shirts and short sleeve t-shirts for $5 a piece. I thought that was a great deal. So I went ahead and got all of these for us. I got a few extras for other people around the place. And so we'll be having a never-ending supply of t-shirts to make. I'm waiting for the next club. As a designer, you get the club transfer a month ahead of time. So mine's already on the way. I was surprised it didn't come today. I actually expected it to. And so that's kind of the fun thing about being a designer is you still get that monthly club transfer. It gives you a chance to kind of demo it, show your friends, do whatever with it way ahead of everybody else. Customers, it comes out on the 15th of the month. You get billed, I think, on the 8th. So there's still time to sign up for Marches, which is, oh, it's that farm one. Did you guys see me do this one? It's so cute. Home, you could do an O there. You could do the windmill. And then where's my other? I don't know if I have it in here. I guess it's in the house. Remember that little barn I did? So cute. So cute. So it's got, Simply Blessed on it. Oh, I did have another part of it. Here it is. I did do a little Target house. There it is. There's the home, the regular home, and Home Sweet Home. And I think I got this for like $3 at Target. Isn't that the cutest? So this is Marches. You still could get, if you like farmhouse, this is the one you want. It's got all kinds of parts. It's got a little barn that's the same size as this. And then it's got this greens. It's got Home Sweet Home. Simply Blessed is on there. Just lots of fun. And I think there is something that says something. Oh, local, eat local, farm fresh. That's what it says. All those words are available. So if you like farm things, this is a great place to start. The monthly transfer gives you plenty of projects. And like I said, I mean, I've probably gotten 5 uses out of this already. I've got this little door hanger right here. And then I've also got, let me see. Oh, and then I made another farm sign just with the little barn. So there's lots of options. That's this month's, and then next month's is already in the mail out to designers. So if you still want to get in the club this month, go ahead, hit that link and get signed up because you don't want to miss out. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's not something that comes back. The only time they've ever brought past transfers back for use or for anybody is as rewards. So like in February, if you signed up for the club, you got 8 free old club transfers, but that's the only way you can earn them. All right, so I'm going to take this off because I don't want to store it on there overnight. I'm afraid that, the mat is already getting pretty, you can see it did go through. There's a little bit of whiteness on there. I'll just wipe that off with a baby wipe. And then this I will leave for 24 hours overnight to dry up. And then tomorrow night I could go through with some parchment paper and tomorrow night I'll with parchment paper and iron it for a few minutes to heat set it. You do want to heat set it. And that will, or you could use it if you have one of those Cricut presses. Never fear, you can always use a Cricut press for doing your ink projects. You just want to, inks you want to heat set. So you need it to be on anything that can be heat set with either an iron or in the oven, any of those things. So you can use these on mugs, on glass, on metal that can go into the oven. So there it is. I think I did all. If there's any questions, please comment below. I will go back, answer questions. If you have any questions about ink, I love doing it. It's so much fun to go, like, to give gifts. One of my kids love to make little bags for their girlfriends and then fill them with little hand lotions and stuff. Wonderful, wonderful gifts. Speaking of gifts, if you're buying gifts and stuff, and I am currently going to be in a vendor event this week, and if you'd like an invite to that, you can win a $50 coffee card in there just for going in and commenting, having the highest comments. You don't even have to buy anything. So if you can help me out in that matter, I'm supposed to get a whole bunch of people in there. And I didn't even realize I knew I was going to be in one coming up, but I didn't realize the end of the month had come. So there we are. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me. Please let me know if I can help you with any questions, help you get started in a project. I'm more than happy to help. It's so much fun. I thank you for joining you tonight in my therapy. It really is for the cost of $5. My cheapest therapy session ever. So I appreciate y'all for hanging out with my therapy, letting me calm down a little bit, and keep on crafting. I will see you tomorrow or soon, right? Depending on how lessons go. All right, keep on crafting.